Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy, WQ, you already know who it is, and I got a huge Boku no Hero theory. I'm not even sure I should be saying this, so I'll just keep it short. I'll keep it simple, keep it sweet. Okay, in reality, it's not actually that big. Trust me, I would know. It's not that big of a theory, and there's no basis for it really besides some similarities, but you have to wonder, what the hell is going on here? Like, this doesn't make any sense. Actually, I think doesn't make any sense has become the new buzzword that people use for arguments. They'll just say it and it does make sense. People are moronic. But basically, look at the Ketsubetsu. Actually, guys, I'm gonna say it. Look at Ketsubetsu. So I'm on Facebook, and a friend of mine, actually he's a subscriber, he friended me. I didn't accept his friend request for like 2 weeks because, I'm kind of apprehensive about that. Whatever, I didn't know he was. He finally messaged me like, hey, can I friend you? Like, do you care? And I'm like, sure, dude. I didn't know who the fuck he was. I thought he was like trying to fucking send me a virus or something, from fucking Middle East, So I'm like, fuck you, dude. But no, he was cool. He's cool. And then he messaged me, he's like, what do you think about Ketsubetsu Academy Class 2? And I'm like, what? I don't know. I didn't message the guy back. Because I'm like, I don't know, man. I have no idea. I don't know what are you talking about. So I didn't message him. And then for a while, like that was like 2 days or 1 day or 24 hours even. I don't even know. He's like, hey, dude, yo, what's up? And I was like, yo, dude. And he's like, yo, look at Ketsubetsu. I mean, don't you think Dabi looks like Shindo? And I'm like, dude, no. I'm like, dude, what are you saying? That doesn't make any sense, dude. Like I'm like, no, they're clearly different. And then he shows me this picture, and I'm like, fuck, dude. I was like, dude, I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right, dude. About this theory, like, I mean, it blew my mind, and I don't remember his name. It's like Gundam Custom, I think. Yeah, shout out to Gundam Custom. I've seen other people play with this too since then, and there's a lot of flaws in it, and there's really no basis for it other than they look really similar. Yeah, so Dabi looks very close to Shindo if you cut his hair and then patch up the burn marks, the scars. Now a lot of people are saying no because the burn marks, right? But how it's not far fetched to like cover this up. This is Boku no Hero. Like, people have like wings and tails and shit. So like, plus actually there's a little bit of suspension of disbelief going on. Sometimes, we've seen feats or stuff that just doesn't make any sense. Some of the time. So I think it's totally in canon that they could be covered up. Come on, like, it makes a lot of sense. That is a completely terrible argument for why a Shindo doesn't look like Dabi. But there are some good arguments. One of those arguments being that he's too tall. Like, compare their heights. Like, Shindo's like a good 4 or 6 inches shorter than Dabi compared to Dabi and Toga, right? So it's like that's actually a legitimate argument. But the thing is, it's not just that Shindo looks very close to Dabi, but Toga looks really close to this female classmate of Shindo's. And actually, look at the 3 and 4 classmates. They really look really similar to some of the League of Villain members, specifically Jin and Atahiko. Like, they look pretty similar, potentially very similar. And honestly, none of these classmates really look friendly. Bakugo even said, "You're giving me a weird look. Like, you're pretending to be friendly. You're not friendly." So it would be really fucking cool. It would fit the story well. It'd be great. And it just doesn't. So I think it should happen. Like, I think it would be sick. Plus, it would make sense why they were even introduced at all. It just barely doesn't make sense because Toga's eyes are different. Now there could be contacts in there, so I'm gonna, let that one slide. The height is like a big one. Height is a big one. I know that Jin's ability actually is making clones, liquid cloning. So I think somehow that could have been used or has been used to invade it, because the other really big argument for why they're not obviously not the League of Villains is that Miss Joke said this is my class. How their second year, like, how the hell, that doesn't make any sense, right? Like, that's the big reason. That and the height. But that doesn't explain the like serious similarities. Like, there's some real similarities. So one, it seems like logically, okay, here, check this out. I think if you stretch your imagination, you could explain them being class 2. citizens. I really do think you could if you stretched your imagination. If they're not class 2, why do they look so similar? This just doesn't make any sense to me. It's very possible Miss Joke is actually a villain. I mean, why not? You know, that would explain it. That would actually explain everything. So I don't think this theory is completely shot down. In fact, also, and that goes to my second point, it's a little too early to call it, in my opinion. We are one chapter in on this. A lot of people are theorizing this. I think it's just a little too early to call it, so I'm not going to say anything. I'm definitely going to do live reaction next week and then try to look for some clues. But I don't. I think at this point it's not worth discussing a whole lot other than it. This theory absolutely 100% is on the table. Saying it's not and using arguments like Dobby has burn marks, that's honestly just insulting to people's intelligence, because I'm not so stupid to see that he absolutely fucking has burn marks, okay? Why don't you just fucking cover them up? Okay, dumber things have happened. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. It's your boy WQ. If a hater comes at you and they say bad things to you or me, send them to me, man. I'll fuck them up, dude. And make sure you like my video and subscribe.
This my shit.